What up, Joe? It's True Boxing. Man, I'm just getting tired of this bullshit, and I'm gonna label this video "No Bitch Assness." No bitch assness. Take your ass whooping like a man. Don't make excuses. Take your ass whooping like a man. Mosley manned up and said, "Yo, that's one of the hardest times I've been hitting my fucking career." Yo, Manny got power. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect that. You know what I'm saying? He mans up and didn't lie. Told it like it was. Manny, on the other hand, my leg hurts. Then they're saying he overtrained. Then they're saying he undertrained. Then they're saying he's dehydrated. Then they're saying they packed too much muscle mass on him. What the fuck is it? Could it be, yo, I just had a bad night? I would respect you, Manny, more if you said, you know what? Had a bad night. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to fight, but I had a bad night. I could have done some things better. You know, I could have tried to cut off the ring. I could have tried to set more traps. I could have been a little bit more sly. Whatever. It is what it is. I got the win. But to come out and make a bullshit to why you lost? I mean, not lost, but why you look bad? That's bitch assness right there at its finest. Man, I've been reading forums and comments, and it's ridiculous to me, man. Like, you know, I've been getting links to videos where people are like, I'm not even gonna give the people I've watched videos, any recognition or shout outs, but just crazy shit like, oh, Manny Pacquiao limited Mosley. It wasn't the other way around, or everything. It was Manny did everything right, Mosley did everything wrong. It takes two to tangle. Now, who's at fault more is debatable. Um, it's debatable. But, the facts are Manny won the fight. He won a unanimous decision, even though I think he won every round, even though I think he lost the first and second. He did knock Mosley down. Mosley did get up. Some people say Mosley didn't fight after he got knocked down. Mosley landed more punches after he got knocked down than he was before he got knocked down. Those are the stats. Um, some people saying they would have respected Mosley if he had went out on his shield. And my thing is, history tells us, just on some real shit, why would we expect more from Mosley? Look at his last three fights. Why would he expect him to bang? That's what kills me. See what happened with Margarita. We expected Margarita to do what he did because of history. We expected that. We wouldn't expect Margarita to come out slipping punches and bobbing and weaving. We expected Margarita to come out flat-footed, no head movement, no defense, and get to swinging. Because history tells us that's what the fuck he does. Why would we expect more from Clottey? History tells us he's defense. He tries to counter. He shells up. He doesn't slip shots. He tries to counter. He tries to wear you down. His size, he's big. He's a big welterweight, so he tries to wear you down. Then come on strong. So why are we upset with Mosley and Clottey for doing what history tells us he does? What they do. Only an idiot. You know what stupidity is? Stupidity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So this is stupidity at its finest. Why would you expect Clottey to do something more? Why would you expect Mosley to do something more? Period. So that's how I look at it. Fact was, Mosley is almost 40 years old. He has power, but his resistance is gone. His reflexes are gone. His timing is gone. So he's behind. Period. And a lot of people just make excuses for Manny Pacquiao. I'm gonna tell you what I saw in Manny Pacquiao. The movement was an issue. It wasn't even the running. It was the movement. It was the movement. Manny Pacquiao is so heavy on top, fighting up. That's his nature. He likes to brawl. Manny Pacquiao doesn't like to box. Manny Pacquiao doesn't like to throw jabs and set up shots and count. He doesn't like that. Manny Pacquiao likes to dictate the action. He likes you to stand in one spot so he can move and counter and punch and beat on you like a heavyweight. That's what he likes. When you tie him up, when you encompass all the aspects of boxing, movement, tying up, jab, slipping punches, defense, setting traps, moving around. He doesn't like that because history shows that. It showed in the Marquez fight. It showed in the Cotto fight. He was getting frustrated when Cotto started to move. He was getting frustrated when Mosley started to move. He does not like movement. So that is an issue in his game. And people people put all the blame on Mosley. If Mosley had stood there, he would have got knocked out. Well, shit, if I stand in front of a Mack truck, I'm gonna get killed. Duh. I mean, you just said something that's like the dumbest shit ever. You know, my thing. I mean, just reality. Manny Pacquiao would have got more respect if he like, yo, I just had a bad night. It is what it is. I got the victory. Let's move on. But to make excuses of why you didn't, it's bullshit. Mosley was the reason you had no lateral movement. Him circling you, moving you to your left, moving around the room, around the ring. You move a step, you step in, he steps back. He steps to the side and spins. Mosley was the reason why you had no combinations thrown really in that fight. Mosley was the reason that shit happened. Don't try. I hate when people try to make it seem like it wasn't what Mosley was doing. It was what Manny Pacquiao couldn't do. Like basically, you basically discredit Mosley at all. Like nothing. He did nothing right. It was what Pacquiao did wrong is why he didn't throw. There are plenty of fighters that run in fights. He couldn't cut them off. Mosley ran from Floyd, and Floyd stood at one spot, let him walk to him, and set him up with traps. Use his defense to lure Mosley in to try to bang with him, and then he would counter his shots. There's always more than one way to skin a fish. So don't give me that bullshit about Manny Pacquiao did all he could have, and Mosley was just 110 million% wrong. They both were. But at least Mosley was man enough to admit it, instead of coming up with bullshit ass excuses, him and his team. Like I said, the fact is Manny has an issue with movement. A 40-year-old with no legs was able to defend, who is not even a defensive fighter. 75% of his shots he missed. 75% from a guy with no legs. We all can agree Mosley has no legs. We all can agree Mosley has at best C plus defense. We all can admit that Mosley does not have a world-class jab. But yet all of these things kept Mosley in a fight with Manny Pacquiao for 12 rounds. At best, everything I just named, Mosley is a C on a great night. And all of these things kept Mosley in the ring all night. Fact is, I've heard somebody say if Floyd had Manny Pacquiao's power, he would have knocked him out. And I also feel, he would have knocked Mosley out. And I also feel if Manny Pacquiao had Floyd's skills, he would have stopped Shane that night. Leave your comments, whatever, what you feel. But it's just my little rant. I just feel like man up and just say you had a bad night. Don't be no bitch about it. Peace. Somebody sent me a message, and they were saying that a knockout is more impressive because Manny got the knockdown. A knockdown or a knockout is more impressive. And this is my opinion on it. Give me yours. I believe a stoppage is worse than a knockout. How, you might ask? Because a knockdown, you could say they got me with a lucky punch. They got lucky. I didn't see it coming. What have you. But a stoppage means that you couldn't even defend yourself. This is a unanimous decision that you are just a sitting duck, that somebody has to rescue you, either be your corner, the doctor, or the ref. But a stoppage to me is always worse than a knockdown.